Hi, it's Jochen, the online agent. And today I'm going to give you a brief update on how specifically AI has impacted the real estate agency business as well as the marketing. I have now a couple of examples for you that I've screenshot up front before we go into the live demo. And I simply asked ChatGPT, why should I use you without any context? So it says you can do, for example, information retrieval, but note it's as of 2021. So the latest info you will not get unless you have a paid account. You can do language translation, writing assistance. That's what we're going to go into shortly, to write articles, to write advertisements, to write headlines, etc. Or you can simply practice with it in a foreign language and also personalize user experience, which is a big thing in marketing. Right, so people want to hear what they want to hear. So you have to adjust your message accordingly. Then I asked ChatGPT why you should buy a new launch property rather than a resale property, because myself, I'm focusing on new launches. Of course, you can ask the reverse question if you do a resale property, and it'll come up obviously with a different answer. But I must say it's not totally complete, but it's pretty decent. For example, customization, warranty, better financing options, potential capital appreciation, and probably better amenities than old houses, condos, etc. And if you look at the language, it writes in proper, grammatically correct sentences, and I find it pretty amazing. I mean, all this was obviously written by a software computer and not a human being. Now, I start with an example of a bad question, because you probably also heard that saying, garbage in, garbage out. All right, so if you don't ask the right questions, ChatGPT might not give you the right answer. Totally out of context, I've asked ChatGPT to write me an ad for property listing. Why is this a bad question? Yes, it's relevant, but it's bad because it's totally unspecific. What kind of listing? Is it a house? Is it a condo? Is it a beachfront? Is it a city center? Is it a good location? Is it this or that? Give it a bit more context and it can come up with a better answer. But nevertheless, it came up with certain features like interior, kitchen, etc., amenities, and so on, which for out of context question, actually, I think is not too bad. But I'm going to show you how to ask better questions and what the answers are. I'll do this as a live demo, so I also don't know what it's going to say. But if it doesn't give me the right answer, of course, I can always, like in real life, when you talk to a human being, rephrase my question and ask again. And over time, ChatGPT will actually learn what you have asked. It will memorize it and eventually get to know what you're really after and give you better answer. That's the power of artificial intelligence, right? It's not static. It learns, it improves over time. And that's pretty awesomely amazing. So I'm going to switch now from the presentation to my browser and have a chat with ChatGPT. Okay, so I've switched over from the presentation to my browser right now to ChatGPT itself. As I mentioned earlier, the URL is chat.openai.com. And ChatGPT actually remembers your previous chats, what you have done. And this was the last one I did, the one I showed you just now. And if you like, you can also share a link to this chat for another user, to, let's say, your colleague or somebody you collaborate with, in order to let them have this as well. So now I'm going to have a chat with ChatGPT. This is live, and I also don't know what's going to come out of it. So let's see. But as I said, if you don't like the answer, just try again and ask a slightly different question with more details or more clarity. We're talking about retargeting and remarketing. So I will simply ask ChatGPT for its opinion, how I should best do it. How should I best do retargeting in real estate marketing? Once I've mentioned real estate 2-3 times, you don't have to actually type it anymore because it knows that's what you're talking about. You can have pixels, you can have custom audience, email, dynamic video, captive frequency, optimize the landing page. I'm not going to read out all this to you. Just wanted to demonstrate how powerful it is, but I'll post a screenshot into the presentation so that you can read it at your own fair timing. Let me ask it something else. How often should we target cold and a warm lead? The key here is to ask the right questions. If you're very unspecific, you're going to get a very unspecific answer. But I wanted to know the difference between cold and warm leads. And that's what has given me this answer to what I wanted to know. Just try it out. And over time, you will get better and better at asking the right questions. And ChatGPT will better too. Because as an artificial intelligence program, it actually learns what you want, what you're after, and customizes it to you. If your friend does the same query out of context than you do, they might get a different answer because it's lacking the context. So it learns over time. And that's one of the powerful things in AI or ChatGPT specifically right here. Play around with it, ask your own questions to ChatGPT, see what comes out, and most likely you'll be amazed. And if not, ask a different question. Wish you all the best. Jochen, the online agent, signing off.